Hi, welcome to this demo on IBM Spectrum Protect Plus offering inside of the AWS Marketplace. What this offering brings you is the ability to do either a hybrid or an all-in-cloud installation of the IBM Spectrum Protect Plus server and vSnap into the AWS cloud. Now, what this gives you is the ability to protect and reuse the database workloads that are running on AWS. This might be your DB2, Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle, MongoDB, or even in some cases Exchange. And you can then send these copies either to S3 containers out on AIS for long-term retention, or you could replicate them out to other vSnaps, or you could just leave them in the vSnap on the Amazon Web Services. And so by having the ability to have your Spectrum Protect Plus server either on-site in a hybrid environment, or having the entire solution of the Spectrum Protect Plus server and vSnap inside of the Amazon Web Services, that gives you the ability to use the Amazon Web Services as a replication target or as a DR site if you need to rebuild your entire infrastructure in the cloud. So in this video, we're going to take a look at how to set up the Spectrum Protect Plus server and vSnap inside of AWS. This is what we call our all-in-cloud solution. There are some other videos out there showing how to do hybrid, so check out the links on those. So when you go to deploy the Amazon Web Services, you're first going to decide where you want your Spectrum Protect Plus server. Is that going to be on premise on your own site in a hybrid model, or is that going to be inside of the AWS cloud? And then when you go to deploy this, you're going to have to either choose an existing VPC to deploy these into or a new VPC. So in this video, I'm going to show you deploying an all-in-cloud solution into an existing VPC. This is what a all-in-cloud environment will look like, where we have both our Spectrum Protect Plus server and our Spectrum Protect vSnap repository inside of AWS, protecting the databases that are running inside of AWS, and alternately offloading data to an S3 container for long-term, less expensive storage. This is what a hybrid environment would look like if you chose the hybrid environment. That would have a Spectrum Protect Plus server and a vSnap on a customer site. And then on AWS, we would only have a vSnap server. And we could use these two vSnap servers for replication or for backing up the application workloads that are running inside of AWS. And then you could offload some of those snapshots to an S3 bucket for long-term, less expensive storage. In this video, I'm going to use the CloudFormation template to deploy a Spectrum Protect Plus server and a vSnap into an existing VPC. So that's this template here. Okay, with that, let's go ahead and get started. For this video, we're going to use an existing VPC, and we're going to have AWS create a all-in-the-cloud Spectrum Protect Plus server and vSnap. So from the AWS Management Console, click on Services, search for Marketplace. Click on Marketplace Subscriptions there, and then you're going to search for Spectrum Protect, and you'll see it brings up our Spectrum Protect Plus offering. And if you click on this offering, on the landing page, you'll see information about the IBM Spectrum Protect Plus offering, the latest version we're offering, and general information about what Spectrum Protect Plus is. You can then scroll down, and it'll give you details about the all-in-cloud environment versus the hybrid environment. It'll show you the version. It'll give you links if you want to watch videos about the installation and about the solution. And it'll give you a calculator which will help you estimate, and this is only an estimate, your costs. So the first thing you need to do for this calculator is choose the region that you're deploying into. They'll then choose whether this is a new or existing VPC. They'll look at the cost of deploying a Spectrum Protect Plus vSnap into AWS, and this solution will depend upon the size of the vSnap they're deploying. They will also look at the cost of deploying a Spectrum Protect Plus server in AWS if this is an all-in-cloud solution. If this is a hybrid solution, they can ignore that cost because the Spectrum Protect Plus server will be running on local resources. They'll then look at the estimated infrastructure cost for the AWS infrastructure that they'll be taking advantage of. And remember, this is bring your own license. So the Spectrum Protect Plus server license will be purchased from IBM, and then the customer will enter the key directly into either the on-premise or in-cloud Spectrum Protect Plus server. They can then look at the different fulfillment options. The first one is if this is a new VPC, be able to look at the template. They'll be able to look at the deployment guide if they wish to select that. And here's an actual picture of that template, and you can download this template if you want. We also have information about an existing VPC if you're deploying the Spectrum Protect Plus vSnap and possibly the Spectrum Protect Plus server into an existing AWS VPC. Finally, you'll have information on how you get support, and then go ahead and click Continue to subscribe. Read the terms and conditions, notice the effective date, and then click on the Continue to Configure button. You'll see here the two fulfillment options for either an existing or new VPC. For this video, we'll choose existing VPC. For the software version, choose the latest Spectrum Protect Plus version. For the region, we're going to set it to Virginia. And then for the choose action, choose Launch Cloud Formation and click Launch. The template has already been loaded on the Create Stack page, so go ahead and click Next. For the Specify Stack Details, you're first going to issue the demo existing VPC as the stack name. You can choose whatever name you want. And then for the instances, this is critical. In this case, we want to choose All on Cloud, meaning that both the Spectrum Protect Plus server and the vSnap will be deployed in the AWS cloud, versus the hybrid, which would have the Spectrum Protect Plus server on-premise and only an additional vSnap in the cloud. For the existing VPC configuration, you can choose one from the drop-down list. If none show up, then you need to use the Create New VPC option. We'll go ahead and choose one from the list. Next, you need to choose a VPC private subnet, and this is Spectrum Protect Plus and vSnap will be deployed into that subnet. You do have to specify a Bastion host IP, and this is a prerequisite. You have to have a Bastion server because it's going to link the Spectrum Protect Plus servers and vSnaps so that we can access them from the Bastion server. Okay, for the key pair, go ahead and either choose an existing key pair or you can create a new one. So if you don't have one, you can go into Services, EC2, Network and Security, and then choose a key pair. And this should be saved as a file to your computer. And it's basically needed to log on to the vSnap and Spectrum Protect Plus server. And if you lose it or don't have access to it, then you can't get SSH access to that solution. Enter a time zone for the Spectrum Protect Plus server. Then enter the Spectrum Protect Plus server admin ID. If this is a new Spectrum Protect Plus server in the cloud, then you can enter whatever you want. If it's an existing SPP server on-premise, it has to be an existing admin ID. Next, enter the Spectrum Protect Plus server password and then confirm that password. Now you'll be prompted for the Spectrum Protect Plus IP address. You'll leave this empty if this is going to be an all-on-cloud solution where AWS is creating the Spectrum Protect Plus server. It will assign an IP. If this is an on-premise hybrid approach, then you will need to give a valid IP address and it will check it. Enter the Spectrum Protect Plus vSnap credentials. First of all, you'll choose a size for the vSnap, which can be anywhere between 500 to 100,000 gigabytes. You'll choose the disk type in that vSnap pool. From the pull down, you'll have some different choices. You can choose if you want dedupe or not. You can choose the instant type. This is going to reflect the size of the repository and take into consideration also dedupe. Now the nice thing is that these are based off of the blueprints, but we do the sizing for you. You don't have to go out and use the blueprints or the sizer to figure out the correct range and so forth. So you will choose an instant type. Enter a user ID for the vSnap. Once again, this does not have to exist. AWS will create that. And then enter a password and confirm that password. The last thing you'll be prompted for is optionally an S3 bucket. This could be a new or an existing S3 bucket. And this AWS S3 bucket will be used to copy data out of the Spectrum Protect Plus and then store it on less expensive storage in this S3 bucket, usually for longer retention periods. Click Next. Click Next again. You'll have to scroll through the summary and acknowledge that these resources are going to be created. And then click Create Stack. So this will run for about 10 to 15 minutes. You will see in this case we're creating 3 stacks. We have 1 main stack and 2 nested stacks. The nested stacks are the Spectrum Protect Plus server and the vSnap. This time we do not have a stack for the Bastion server or for the VPC because those already existed. So once all of these stacks turn green, you're then ready to go ahead and use the Spectrum Protect Plus server. So from EC2, you will see the Bastion server, the vSnap server, and the Spectrum Protect Plus server. We also manually created a Windows server that we're going to use to easily log into this application. Now, if you have a VPN to this VPC, then you can SSH log in directly. If not, then you can SSH to the Spectrum Protect Plus server using the Bastion server. Spectrum Protect Plus and vSnap are inside of a private VPC and a private subnet. So the web console can be accessed via the VPN or via the Windows server that we created. And in the Spectrum Protect Plus user interface, we can see the vSnap registration that's automatically occurred. You can see the S3 bucket that we created. This new SLA policy is already set up to run at a specific time and to do the snapshots, as well as to copy those snapshots to the less expensive S3 bucket. So all you need to do is associate different applications workloads with this SLA so that they are protected. Now, one other thing to note is that you will need to register the Spectrum Protect Plus license. And you can do this using the Spectrum Protect Plus management console. Also, if you want to upgrade your Spectrum Protect Plus server to a new level, you can also use the management console to do that. So in summary, I have just showed you how to deploy a Spectrum Protect Plus server and Spectrum Protect Plus vSnap for an all-in cloud solution into an existing VPC. Be sure to check out the other videos where I show you how to do an all-in cloud deployment into a new VPC. And I show you how to do a hybrid deployment into new and existing VPCs. Thank you very much.